This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Feedback sought on the National Junkanoo Authority bill. Plus, high hopes for the 2025 crawfish season following millions in profits last year. And the community of Abaco mourns after a double fatality in a late-night traffic accident.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news, officials are now seeking wide public feedback on the National Junkanoo Authority Bill of the Bahamas, including the general public and industry stakeholders on the legislation expected to impact the country's #1 cultural expression. Our Cleopatra Murphy has the details.
Executive of the Grand Bahama Junkanoo Corporation and leader of the Swingers Junkanoo Group, Michael Miller, says the Grand Bahama Junkanoo Corporation was given about an hour to read a 19-page document and decide where it stood on the National Junkanoo Authority Bill of the Bahamas prior to public consultation, something he deems problematic. He thanked officials for bringing more clarity to the proposed legislation intended to establish a permanent body to oversee, promote, and manage Junkanoo parades in the country.
There's a fear factor in Grand Bahama simply because we always come behind the 8 ball. We always get the second or the third set of information in regards to Junkanoo. So we're always playing catch up. Seeing that this is being put in place, I guess it gives us an opportunity now to get the first-hand knowledge of what is happening, what is going to happen, and actually be more involved.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture held its first public consultation on the bill Monday that has received public pushback from the Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence, leading to the suspension of Junkanoo activities. Miller, on the other hand, expressed some excitement about the legislation and how soon the authority would come to fruition.
I've heard some talks about it before some time ago and then it stopped. Then the talk come about it again and then it stopped. And I applaud each and every one of you for actually bringing it forward to where it's at now. But again, don't get me all excited. And then it stops.
He also raised concerns over whether there would be a cap on donations or sponsorships to groups under the authority. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg, says the authority is a means of growing Junkanoo and making the cultural expression profitable for Junkanooers.
This is not about me. This is not our thing. This is we thing. This is about all of us. Junkanoo will live on beyond all of our lifetime. We meet it here and we leave it here. Let's leave it better than we meet it.
Consultation on the bill continues for the next 2 months, with officials planning another consultation session for Grand Bahama. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Well, there are high hopes for the 2025 crawfish season after the success of 2024. Here's Cleopatra Murphy with details on just how much officials say the country brought in.
The 2024 crawfish or spiny lobster season broke records for the Bahamas, raking in more than $100 million in export sales alone, with Acting Director of Marine Resources Lester Gittins praising its success.
At last record, for 2024, it was over 120 million. The numbers are actually still rolling in. So I don't have the season numbers, but we have the preliminary numbers for 2024, and it looks like we had an exceptional year.
This is after the National Fisheries Association of the Bahamas reported crawfish sold for $12 a pound on average during the season. It's a feat officials would like to see repeated, with Gittins crediting several factors.
Especially abiding by the regulations. For example, the size limit would ensure that we have enough lobsters that are able to reproduce before they're harvested. We're also convinced that our enforcement has improved tremendously. Hats off to the Defense Force for patrolling our waters adequately, or actually they've raised it to another level. So that has been very successful. In addition, the public has played a major role. They are happy and quick to report any infractions they would see on the seas.
The 2025 crawfish season started last week, and Giddens is appealing to all stakeholders to do their part to ensure the future sustainability of the industry.
Be proud of their lobster fishery. Also, for the public, if they know, for the public, they should avoid purchasing any undersized lobsters. If they can do their part, although they might not be involved in their fishing, if they remove the markets for undersized lobsters, might not purchasing them.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Police on Abaco are investigating a late-night traffic collision that claimed the lives of 2 men on Sunday. Our Matthew Monambaro spoke with a bystander on the scene and filed the details in this report.
The Abaco community is in mourning following a late-night collision that claimed 2 lives. Police say the fatal accident happened around 11:15 Sunday night along the SC Boodle Highway. Responding officers found a vehicle that had crashed into a utility pole. Paramedics on the scene confirmed there were no signs of life from either victim. While police have not yet officially released their names, a witness, Pastor Silbert Mills of Friendship Tabernacle Church, identified the men as Steve Gardner, father of Olympic track and field champion Stephen Gardner, and Marine Captain Stanley McIntosh.
It is Steve Gardner. I know Steve for many years, and it's very, very tragic. My deepest sympathy to the family, the other gentleman in the vehicle, an outstanding captain. He has taken ships, mega yachts, all throughout the United States and around the Caribbean.
Mills describes the men as 2 prominent community figures and notes their loss will have an effect on Abaco.
It's shocking. Even though you may not be related to them, you know them. And they were not the subject of gun violence or the subject of a terminal illness. They were healthy men who said, walked from one scene and said, look, I'll see you later. And later never comes.
As police investigations continue into the exact cause of the collision, Mills is appealing to the public to be more cautious when behind the wheel.
Slow down. If you have to answer your phone, have your earbuds in, and don't drink and drive.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Well, we extend our condolences to the families. Meantime, in news from the Abaco crime beat, 2 men ages 46 and 35 are being questioned in connection with the shooting on Abaco that left 1 man seriously injured. Shortly before 9:30 p.m. Friday, police responded to reports of gunfire at a residence on Concord Drive. Officers arrived to find the victim suffering from multiple gunshot wounds to his upper body. Investigators say he had just arrived home when a tall man dressed in dark clothing approached and opened fire before fleeing the scene. The victim was taken to a local medical facility and then later airlifted to New Providence for further treatment. Well, switching gears now, with the 2025 VAT holiday upon us, business owners across the country are preparing for a surge in shoppers. Many of them say parents strategically delayed their back-to-school purchases to take advantage of the tax break. Our Julia Roll reports.
As the back-to-school rush begins, business owners in Grand Bahamas say the government's VAT holiday is offering welcome relief for families and a boost for our local commerce. Retailers report that many parents have been holding off on shopping until the VAT holiday came into effect, hoping to stretch their dollars further on school supplies, uniform, electronics, and clothing.
Well, it just started this morning, and believe you me, it starts off good. It started off good because, a lot of parents are waiting. I mean, I don't blame them, watching your small money.
This is very impactful for parents, and that's why it's so exciting for them, because they can save $1 on every buck. So the VAT-free really helps them. So this is an exciting time for them to shop.
It's good for the consumer base. Around this time, people like the discounts. People like to be able to come in and get something off of their bill. So with the VAT holiday, it kind of worked out for the customer, so it's good for them.
The temporary suspension of value-added tax on selected back-to-school items starting on Sunday, August 10th, 2025 and runs through September 6, 2025. Business owners say the policy is not only easing financial pressure on families, but also driving increased foot traffic and sales.
It's also an exciting time for us as a business because we do see an increase in customers and in sales.
Influx of people during the VAT time.
A lot of people like to wait for the VAT holiday, so we had a situation where persons weren't coming in until now, but the day we're kind of busy. Everybody looked like they're pretty much waiting on the VAT holiday, so everybody's in now, as you can see. The store is pretty busy.
This one company is assuring that parents save extra with an added discount.
In addition to the VAT-free, we also have a 20% off on the whole store.
While the VAT holiday is only temporary, Grand Bahama business owners say it plays a critical role in helping families prepare for the school year and in supporting local economic activity at a crucial time. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Roll.
And still to come.
Grand Bahama is now fully connected, and BTC says this is just the beginning. In part one of our Grand Bahama is now fully fiberized series, we explore what this move means for the island's digital future. We'll have that story plus sports and more when we return.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this month's business.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
It's back to school and back to savings at Bellevue Business Depot. 20% store-wide sale until September 13th on cash and credit card purchases. Spend $50 or more to enter to win a laptop. Drawing and sale ends September 13th.
The 2025 NACAC Track and Field Championships are coming to Freeport August 15 through 17. Athletes from across the region will compete at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex in 3 days of non-stop action. Follow NACAC Athletic Championship on Facebook and Instagram.
Tickets are available at nacac2025.bahamasloc.com. Take your business to another level with Flamingo Bahamas Discount Saving Network. Get free TV and radio ads, local and international exposure. For more information, log on to www.flamingobahamas.com.
Are you looking for a school that goes above and beyond? Yes, one that goes above your goals and beyond your expectations. Beyond the 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. each day. Above the day average. Beyond a wink at discipline. Yes, beyond the teacher's presence. Above morning devotions. Do you want to go above and beyond with us? Then enroll your child in our school on Sancom and Toy Cross Roads in Grand Bahama for a powerful educational experience.
Had it not been for Grand Bahama Academy, I would not be a teacher today.
Thank you, DBA. It certainly went above my expectations.
Hi, I'm Paul Scavella, and I'm a doctor today because Grand Bahama Academy went above and beyond.
Grand Bahama Academy welcomes you. Allow us to educate your child in a nurturing environment with dedicated teachers and a school that makes your child our priority. Call us today at 242-373-4794. Yes, that's 242-373-4794.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. BTC has announced that Grand Bahama is now fully fiberized, making it the first island in the Bahamas to be completely connected with high-speed fiber technology. In this 5-part series, we begin with the big picture, what full fiberization really means for Grand Bahama. Dominic Petty of BTC's Northern Bahamas team shares how this bold vision became a reality. Week for Grand Bahama as BTC announces the island is now 100% fiberized, and it's a first for the Bahamas. We take you on a journey through the people, the progress, and the possibilities behind this milestone. BTC is making a bold move, retiring its legacy copper network and replacing it with high-speed, future-ready fiber optic connectivity. It's a transformation that's already reshaping Grand Bahama.
Every single home, every business, whether they are in a single building or multiple dwelling unit, will have access to high-speed fiber connectivity.
For years, Grand Bahama was seen as the forgotten island, but now it holds a new title, the first fully fiberized island in the Bahamas.
It actually sets the benchmark for all of the islands in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, inclusive of Nassau, in terms of what it means to be 100% connected, what it also means to be able to bridge the digital divide for everyone on a particular island.
But completing the rollout came with challenges, including dense vegetation, blocked conduits, and lost documentations.
What it actually would require us is to manually clear the space of trees and debris in order for us to get access to the poles, for us to be able to construct the lines. Secondly, from an underground perspective, we had a lot of blockages in ducts. There were ducts that were damaged, and so it was a relearning of a lot of these things in order for us to overcome.
Backed by millions in investment from BTC's parent company, Liberty Latin America, the project reflects a long-term commitment to the people of the Bahamas. But despite the scale of the investment, Petty says customers won't feel it in their bills.
As it relates from a phone perspective, it's virtually the same from the copper infrastructure to the fiber infrastructure. As it relates to the internet, customers actually pay less per megabyte of speed.
Now fully fiberized, Grand Bahama is positioned to lead the way, enabling next-generation services like smart home automation and even emerging technologies like autonomous systems. In the next segment, we'll take you inside the design, build-out, and decommissioning process that made this ambitious transformation possible. Well, it is time now for your Health is Wealth Monday tip.
Swimmer's ear is an infection often brought on by water left in your ear after swimming. The most common cause of this infection is bacteria invading the skin inside your ear canal. Usually, you can treat swimmer's ear with ear drops. Prompt treatment can help prevent complications and more serious infections. The symptoms are usually mild at first, but they may get worse if your infection is not treated or if it spreads. So please visit your doctor when you begin to notice an ear infection, because the earlier you seek treatment, the easier the infection is to resolve. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and remember, your greatest wealth is your health.
And that's a look at stories making news. Jay, what's happening in sports?
Anyhow, coming up in sports, a flag football camp wrapped up on the weekend. Some pretty talented players from Grand Bahama was in action. We'll talk about that in sports, really.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Jay. Well, sports is coming your way next.
Here at Island Bedding, we provide Bahamians a local option for factory direct quality sleep products. We have also expanded to include a range of furniture and home accessories. Check out our new living room pieces, including sectional, TV stands, accent tables, and more. Come on down to Island Bedding and feast your eyes on prices you have to see to believe. Located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinarian.
Guess what? Budget Pest Control has something important to show you.
Coq de termites form a thalamus, the super termite. What makes them super? Their ferocious appetite can attack your home from below and above. They even attack forestry. But don't worry. Budget Pest Control has extensively studied this species on Grand Bahama. You can even check out our scientific paper. So you can count on us to protect your investment. Call Budget Pest Control, the termite specialist.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Located in Hannah Hill, 8 Mile Rock, Faith Christian Academy is now open for registration for the new school year 2025-2026. Come grow with us in a great environment for learning. Register today, do not delay. Call the number 439-0130 or 348-2592.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose. Crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. Creating products to bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. Top in Sports, the Ministry of Sports, along with the Grand Bahama Flag Football League, wrapped up its annual flag football camp at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex. Over 40 athletes, including males and females, participated in the 4-week camp.
We enjoyed the company of the kids. We enjoyed imparting some knowledge, or again, basic knowledge of flag football with them. But it is a very active and bright crew that we definitely could see things happening for them in the future, whether it be the youth league that is currently underway or one that we want to get started, and even those who might be a little bit older getting ready for the adult league.
It's been a very good experience learning the game of football and going through the fundamentals and the drills to get better every day.
It was a good experience. I got to get better at throwing and play better defense. It was just a very nice experience. We hope more people could come and, be able to experience football and enjoy it like how I love it and how others at the camp love it.
From the field to the pool, Team Bahamas men's 4x1 team finished 7th in a time of 3 minutes 27.33 seconds at the Pan American Championships in Paraguay in their heats. The team consisted of Lamar Taylor, Nigel Forbes, and Marvin Johnson Jr. from Grand Bahama. Also, Emmanuel Gatson was the other member of the relay team. And finally, in sports, Bahamian women's national team head coach Yolette Matthew McEwen and our Ole Miss No Ceilings Foundation hosted a one-day basketball clinic this past weekend in Marsh Harbor, Abaco at the Agape Christian School Gymnasium. The camp attracted close to 100 campers throughout Abaco, where they learned the fundamentals of the game along with other visiting college coaches. And that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
The 2025 NACAC Track and Field Championships are coming to Freeport August 15 through 17. Athletes from across the region will compete at the Grand Bahamas Sports Complex in 3 days of non-stop action. Follow NACAC Athletic Championship on Facebook and Instagram.
Tickets are available at nacac2025.bahamasloc.com.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm self-insuring my investments, starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies.
Nobody does it better.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. ATC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Join us for City in Motion, your inside look at the people, progress, and possibilities shaping the city of Freeport. Each week, we bring you the stories behind the movement. Highlighting how the Grand Bahama Port Authority is leading with purpose.
Our desire is to connect Bahamians with the opportunities that's right in front of them.
This is City in Motion.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis.
And I'm Jay Philippe.
Thank you so much for tuning in. But don't go away. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
There are over 3 million shipwrecks on the ocean floor, just waiting to be found. Nothing is truly ever lost at sea, only hidden by time and sand. When I put this fleet together, it wasn't just for fun. And although we do have fun, we never lose sight of our goal. Right here, right now, we are on a mission.
Join us on Social Mania, a new and dynamic game show based on the Ministry of Education's primary and junior high school social studies curriculum. Students from schools across the Bahamas go head-to-head as their knowledge of social studies is challenged. In this episode, Sister Mary Patricia Russell Junior High School battles with Anatole Rogers Junior High School. Which school would reign victorious? To find out, join us as these two schools engage in the ultimate competition. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
By giving unconditionally, not expecting anything in return, I thought was a wonderful way of showing this love, and I believe that it is love that truly draws people, and so I thought we could cover a lot more people by feeding. Volunteers, you know, they have truly been sold.
My passion is to help, and I thank God for what I can do through the help of Bahamas Feeding Network.
Join us each Sunday at 5 p.m. and Tuesdays at 2:30 p.m. for Legends, the Untold Story, here on the ZNS Television Network.
World. I'm LaDawn Davis. This is ZNS.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the national report. The National Junk Canoe Authority Bill 2025 now out for public consultation, and the concerns being raised by the junk canoe community and the future envisioned for the nation's cultural festival. Hours after that mass shooting on Robinson Road and Market Street, local police staging a major walkabout to quell rising tensions and the fear of crime. And a national campaign being launched to educate the public on the new biometric voting cards. The Bahamas Tonight, the national report starts now. Good evening, I'm Desmond Saunders, and welcome to the broadcast. Public consultation has begun on the National Junk Canoe Authority Bill. Sports Minister, the Honorable Mario Boleg, leading a panel of officials, making the initial presentation at the Goldwyn Resort today. There was no big fanfare, no protest, just getting down to business. Our Felicity Dowell attended the forum.
Junkanouers inject thousands of dollars into the country's largest cultural showcase. They have yet to reap financial rewards, and that is why fairs exist with the introduction of the National Junk Canoe Authority of the Bahamas Bill. Minister the Honorable Mario Boleg is committed to building a trusting relationship with junkanouers.
Trust is built when decisions are made in the open and everyone can see how and why decisions are made. The proposed structure spreads decision-making across a mixed board of working committees that include practitioners and institutions. Finance can be audited and tabled. Rules and regulations can be published for all to see.
Professor Dr. Christopher Curry believes the bill will allow for the generation of significant revenue.
What if we took that ingenuity, that creativity, and expertise that we put towards tourism and have a full focused approach to the promotion and marketing of junk canoe in the same way that we promote our islands and tourism? Could you imagine the potential that we would create in that respect?
Structuring junk canoe is important for students, and it's an active part of the curriculum, said Education's Assistant Director, Pearl Baker.
Civics is mandatory in our government school. History, language arts to teach themes and writing synopsis, mathematics to ensure shapes, sizes, and designs, science and physical education, counseling to discuss therapeutic measures brought on because of pasting and designing and crafting.
Minister Boleg gives some reassurance.
Every junk canoe corporation and island association, just as they do now, will make an agreement. Nowadays, they will make an agreement and understanding with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture and the role that they play with the management of the parades. Once the government remove itself and replace itself with authority, these organizations will then meet with the authority and also determine in a partnership and agreement on the how they will manage or operate as a partner for the smooth transition and operation of these parades. Nothing changes.
The original drums of junk canoe beat for a purpose. We were able to speak one language, move to one beat. The spirit of junk canoe chose the Bahamas as its place to shine. And as the bearers and the keepers of that flame, the way we decide to move forward will ultimately guide its destiny. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Dowell.
Well, thank you very much, Felicity, for that report. Among the junkanouers voicing their concerns about the junk canoe bill, veteran junkanouer Denzel Roll, Maurice Tynes from the Foxhill Congos, and a representative from the Warriors Junk Canoe Group from Exuma, Oliver Shine McPhee.
Never have gotten to this stage in the past. And I'm saying this in sincerity. I think one of the main concerns in the public domain is the roles that is to be played by the various persons in the authority. For example, it's not clear what role the JCNP will play. It is not clear what role the NJC will play. Currently, the JCNP has been put together to manage the Nassau parades. And I'm a part of the JCNP still. But to me, it's not clear what role they're going to play as a part of the authority.
My question is, if the bill was not to get passed within the next 90 days, where does that leave Junkanoo and the Junkanooers at this point?
Well, the government assures that public consultation on the National Junkanoo Authority bill won't conclude in a single day, according to the Office of the Prime Minister's Director of Communications, Latrey Ramming. While the Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence advised government that officials and members weren't able to attend this morning's consultation, the JCNP has confirmed their availability for an August 30th meeting, and the government will make the necessary arrangements to accommodate them on that date. The government views the JCNP as an important partner in this process, as well as a major sponsor, as well as major sponsors who are also educated on the bill's contents and objectives. The OPM release concluded that the shared goal is to strengthen and protect the future of Junkanoo, and the government remains committed to working with every stakeholder to achieve that aim. Switching gears tonight after this weekend's tragic and terrifying ordeal on Robinson Road, which took the lives of 2 young men and injured several others, a walkabout taking place this evening in that community. Corville Pyfrom joins us live with the latest. Corville, what can you tell us?
Not sure if you can see what's happening behind me, Desmond, but far off in the distance, those are the folks that are taking part in this walkabout. We are in the Ridgeland Park West community. We'll talk a bit more about the walkabout in just a second, but I want to bring you up to speed on the investigation. This walkabout is the result of what happened here on the weekend. 2 people shot fatally, 5 others wounded in perhaps one of the country's most horrific attacks, at least in recent memory. Police telling us a short time ago that they have now taken into custody 2 perpetrators in connection with this incident. They also tell us that they've retrieved the vehicle believed to have been used in carrying out Saturday's deadly killing. So that is the very latest. As for the 2 suspects taken into custody, Police Chief Superintendent and Police Press Liaison Officer Sharia King tells us that both suspects are in their 20s. Now, let's talk about what is happening here this afternoon in Ridgeland Park West. Well, we have faith-based leaders, we have community leaders, members of Neighborhood Crime Watch, as well as the Member of Parliament, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, joined by law enforcement officers, and they have been walking about this area, talking to residents who you, I'm sure, would imagine are still very, very rattled by what occurred here on Saturday. They had a chance and all to talk with the victim's family, and that family are going through just a major ordeal. And the minister, the Member of Parliament for the Angliston constituency, Hannah Martin, said that, you know, when she heard about what happened here on Saturday, she was, well, quite frankly, speechless. And that has been the reaction from just about everybody that's talked about it today. I will tell you this, the head of the Christian Council, Bishop Dalton Fernanda, he wants the public to know that this is not a knee-jerk reaction and that the church is not being reactionary. This is something that is done in communities like this all the time. This is nothing new. Walkabouts of this sort, he tells us, happens all the time. So for those who suggest that the church has been reactionary, he dismisses that assertion. We will have lots more, including reaction from those on the ground here, coming up for you when you join me tonight at 11 for the Bahamas Tonight. Reporting from Ridgeland Park West for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corville Pyfrom. Let's go back in studio to you, Desmond.
Corville Pyfrom joining us live. Corville, thanks so much. 3 men are tonight behind bars following a high-speed chase which led to a crash, and one of the men being shot by police during the incident. Police reporting around 4:30 Monday morning, officers attached to Operation Black Scorpion were on patrol in the area of Ida Street and Robinson Road when they observed a white Japanese model vehicle traveling without headlights at a high rate of speed. Officers reportedly made attempts to stop the vehicle unsuccessfully, leading to a pursuit during which the suspects discharged gunshots in the direction of the police, who returned fire, wounding one of the men to the buttocks. The chase continued until the vehicle later collided with a utility pole on the Eastern Road. 2 19-year-olds and 17-year-old were arrested, and a high-powered weapon was also confiscated from their vehicle. The culprit, who was shot, was taken to hospital by EMS for treatment. The men also fitting the description for another incident reported by a motorist who reported being shot. The man, according to police, frantically flagged a passing police patrol unit, reporting he had just been shot by the occupants of a white Japanese model vehicle in the Robinson Road area. That victim was taken to hospital for medical treatment. Investigations continue into both matters. Other news for you tonight: a 33-year-old man was remanded to prison today in connection with multiple shooting that occurred at the Sweet Scent Bar recently. Carlton Williamson of Taylor Street was remanded before Chief Magistrate Roberto Reckley today. Prosecutor Inspector Dion Barr alleged that Williamson was responsible for shooting Franklin Dean and Ramon Selver Tuesday, August 5th. He was charged with 2 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of possession of a firearm. Williamson was not allowed to enter a plea, and he will remain at the Bahamas Department of Corrections until his next court date in November. 50 apprehensions, 21 convictions, 25 repatriations. That's what immigration officers accomplished here in New Providence just last week. An immigration release confirming that these operations included routine status checks and responses to public intelligence and were supported by partner agencies, including the Royal Bahamas Police Force. 47 Haitians, 2 Jamaicans, and a Colombian national arraigned in court on multiple cases of overstaying and illegal landing, while some $31,000 in outstanding immigration fees were also collected from employers and sponsors. Immigration officials remind the public that all residency and work permit documents remain current, and individuals residing or working in the Bahamas do so in full compliance with the law. Well, coming up, power issues at Pardusky Dock. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more after this.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Long day? Hungry crew? Say less and satisfy everyone with KFC's Summer Buckets. Grab a super summer bucket and get 8 juicy pieces of fried chicken, 8 nuggets, corn, our new white rice with gravy, 4 buttery biscuits, 4 Switcher Pink lemonades, and 4 dessert biscuits. So whether it's on the beach, at home, or chilling with the crew, KFC's Summer Bucket starting at just $20. Bring all the flavor. Summer with KFC. It's finger licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Welcome to the Intra-African Trade Fair 2025, the gateway to abundant opportunity, the platform for more, access to a continent with more makers and creators, more technology and manufacturing capabilities, more innovators and collaborators, more information and knowledge, a continent of opportunities for business in more markets and resources that accelerate progress and create space for more infrastructure, connectivity and networking, more creativity, production, and more deals for the people. Afrexim Bank, in collaboration with the African Union Commission and the AFCFTA Secretariat, brings you the 4th Intra-African Trade Fair, hosted by the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria. Over 2,000 exhibitors, 35,000 plus attendees, 140 plus countries, $44 billion in trade and investment opportunities. Register now and enter the gateway to new opportunities.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you. at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Live shot there of the abandoned observation tower at what was formerly called World, built in the 1980s, bringing back some vivid memories. Drone shot there. Hyson Miller. Thanks, Hyson. Power restoration underway. Under the bridge at Pulaski Dock after Bahamas Power and Light's main transformer number 2 at its Ernest Street power substation tripped. Further investigation determined that a private contractor conducting trenching works with a jackhammer at Pulaski Dock near the north transformer inadvertently damaged a high voltage cable. This resulted in the substation's outage. PPL crews promptly isolated and secured the affected equipment to facilitate necessary repairs. Well, the government plans to launch an educational campaign across the country ahead of the introduction of biometric voters cards during the general elections. Legislation now before Parliament that will pave the way for the new cards, which are expected to modernize the electoral process, promote transparency, and enhance the integrity and security of elections. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis says the cards will also address concerns from international observers on our electoral process.
For quite a while, there's always been a specter of challenges over the true results of the election. Not the true results of the election, but the opportunities for impersonation, fraud, and the like in our electoral system using manual writings on a paper card. And that has been observed and seen in almost all of our international observers' missions here, is how do we eliminate those possibilities? And that is what this biometric card system will eliminate, the chances of there being impersonation or fraud.
Now, the biometric cards will be valid for 10 years and will help to close loopholes in the system.
If you go more than once to be registered, alarm goes off and you'll not be registered. You'll only be registered once. It also cleans up the register, and as I indicated, only Bahamian citizens will be able to register to vote, and they'll only be able to register one time.
Well, they say there's nothing like a mother's love. Love some mothers feel they're deprived of after giving birth to their newborns. Daniel Dean talked to some of these mothers today, and here's what they have to say about maternity leave parameters here in the country.
I remember counting down the days till my time up to go back to work, and I was not ready mentally, physically.
And this seems to be the consensus among many Bahamian women like Nadia Mackey when it comes to maternity leave.
So I am all for the extension and the longer time and even pay when it comes to maternity leave.
This after Minister of Labour and the Public Service, the Honourable Pia Glover-Roll, announced the next phase for the ministry's deliberations on maternity leave is public consultation. Family medicine physician Dr. Tina Bethel Mims says daily she sees the impact lack of bonding has on both mother and child.
The best form to supply nutrients as well as immunity to our children is breast milk. Really important that the mother spends as much time as possible, and especially since the primary vaccination series isn't over until at least 6 months.
Leah Harris thought 13 weeks was a long time, but complications after childbirth quickly revealed it wasn't.
I ended up having to go back into work after 2 months. So I did 1 month at home before I had my daughter, and then I had to kind of expedite the whole process and try and get someone to watch her, and it was very tough.
High-risk pregnancy was also a reality for 10-year and 9-month-old mother Kimberly Roll, who admitted that despite her challenges, she had help from a village, which unfortunately not every mother has.
13 weeks actually is not enough. I don't mind it being extended to 16 weeks or 18 weeks.
And proving the needs of mothers are universal, 28-year-old mother of two, Mimi Desheka from South Africa, where the maternity leave period is also 3 months.
I had a cesarean and it was so hard, having to recover from that. Not only doing that, but taking care of the baby. Time will actually help them psychologically to prepare. If you're ready psychologically, you can take on the world.
These women all had different experiences, but have come to the same conclusion. Mothers need more time before returning to the workplace. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Full Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Are you straight? Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on a live? Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive Fiber services when you port your landline.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Back into school.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Was the day we celebrate what would have been the 119th birthday of a Bahamian giant, Samala Butler, born August 11th, 1906. Known as a People's Governor General, Samala rose from humble beginnings to one of the most respected leaders in our nation's history. Samala's legacy is rich with moments that define our nation's spirit, openly defied unjust laws, famously throwing the Speaker's hourglass out of Parliament in protest. He pushed for majority rule, ensuring Bahamians of all backgrounds had a say in their country's future. And as the first Bahamian Governor General, he embodied national pride, representing an independent Bahamas to the world. Samala's legacy is one of courage, service, and unshakable love for his country. On his birthday, we remember not just the man in the history books, but the leader whose determination helped shape the Bahamas we know today. Happy birthday, Samala Butler. Your spirit still inspires. Well, we've got two of my favorite people, Royston.
Good night, Desmond. How are you?
And Walida, joining us for Access Live. What's coming up, guys?
Well, we know we love to say 242 to the world, and I feel like our guest tonight is a really good example of that. We have the Marion tonight.
A legend of the building.
Yes, and she was recently appointed into the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights, and I can't wait to hear all about it. She's a personal inspiration for me, and I think she's just a really great example of Bahamian womanhood. And Bahamian
a fierce advocate of human rights, yes, and a overall just lovely person, so we're looking forward to her.
Certainly a Bahamian hero. Definitely stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight continues after this.
Diet-friendly special.
barbecue. Sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot, hot wings.
What's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan. Tastes so good, chicken. Those pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Shop early to get your uniforms and catch Janae's Uniform Center's buy 4 get 1 free sale. Pre-monogrammed and regular school shirts, dry fit and cotton polos, jumpers, skirts, boys long and short pants, PE shorts, underclothes, tights, socks, neckties, belts, sleeping mats, gear accessories, and character work desk. Get 50% off backpacks, lunch bags, and raincoats. Buy 4 school shirts, get 1 free. Buy 2 skirts, jumpers, or pants, get the third 50% off. Need embroidery and monogramming done? Visit Janae's Uniform Center early. Beat the back to school rush. Janae's Chesapeake Road back to school special. Restrictions apply.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
Things may be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals. So purchase your Tings Tough Value Meal today. Now available at all locations, excluding the airport and food truck.
Fox Hill is in full gear as it prepares to host its annual Fox Hill Day celebrations tomorrow. West Cullex Forbes tells us more.
Fox Hill Festival Committee President Warren Davis boasts this year's planning started earlier than usual, with a day ahead starting to ensure a smoother rollout. He also revealed that more entertainment has been added to the schedule to keep the festivities lively and engaging for all ages.
We continue to look and see how we can enhance Fox Hill Day. But you know, tradition stays basically the same because you can't take away the fabric from the foundation. So we try to build on it. And this year, for the first time, you know, KB will be in Fox Hill. Then we always had Gino Day. Then you have Shine. I think for the first time, our store.
When asked about the critics who believe the celebration has lost its authenticity and is simply repeating for repeating's sake, Davis pushed back, insisting the traditions remain strong and the event continues to honor the community's proud heritage.
Remember that, hey, if someone gives you something, you have to take pride in it. You have to nurture it. You have to build on it. And you have to make sure those who come behind you understands what it's all about and to continue to enjoy the day that is called Fox Hill Day. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll continue to do the history of Fox Hill. So those who are much younger than I, the generation that come, they will understand through reading and understanding what Fox Hill Day is all about.
Residents and visitors are reminded that Fox Hill Road will be closed to vehicular traffic from 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and they should plan accordingly.
Police will be in full effect. Be reminded if you could take a different route. You know, Fox Hill Day, you know, the road normally be closed, and at this time we urge all vendors, all traffic motorists, be aware that the road will be closed tomorrow.
These tents tomorrow afternoon will be stocked with vendors and supporters. And as Mr. Davis said, please be aware of the road closures. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm West Cullex Forbes.
Well, certainly look forward to attending that event. That does it for the National Report. But stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now. Good night.